Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Willie Lane, the sickest in the game, and today I want to do a quick showcase of my home media server sort of thing, and yeah, let's have a look. So this is my IBM System 3250 M3. It's not the fastest server in the world, nor is it the most power efficient, but it is mine and I like it, and it was acquired for free along with the other bunch of cool stuff, so I make the best of it. Now this server does several things around my house, and it replaces a number of other machines that I had previously. Firstly, I can process new media on this machine, so say I felt like watching the Last Man on Earth. I'd find a suitable download source, download it, format the file to the rest of my media library, and then sort it into its little place on the file system. Secondly, it also acts as a network storage, so anyone on my network can access my media or family photos from their own computer. Thirdly, it acts as a backup of my main system, so in case of a fire or something, I only really need to yank these two hard drives, and I would have a pretty good backup of all my information, like family photos, my media library, and all those other little important files. I also use old hard drives and just give them out to my friends and family to hang on to off-site, so I'm pretty covered if there ever was something crazy that happened in my life. Now this server really isn't suited to large data storage like this. I only have 2 drive bays, which means if I ever wanted to upgrade in the future, I'd have to eat the cost of one of my drives. Speaking of hardware, I'll run you through the configuration that I've worked out. I'll start with the drives at the front. So on the left I have an era appropriate 60GB SSD. It's actually one of the first ones that I ever bought, and yeah, Crystal Disk says it's running all good and there's no issues, so it's still running well, but 60GB is pretty tight. I basically just got Windows on there and a small cache, and underneath that is a disk caddy that has a hard drive in it. It's just an old 1TB hard drive out of a laptop, and I basically call this my swap drive. Basically it handles any incoming files that have to be read and written to all the time, so it just saves read and write cycles on my more expensive drives, prolonging their life, while I can just sort of run this one into the ground and swap it later for another used drive. I also like to think that being smaller and designed for a laptop, it uses less power than spinning up a proper size hard drive, so that works pretty well. And then right of that I have my 2 just normal drives that have I'm not sure how many terabytes between them, but quite a lot. Moving up from there, I'm not sure if you could tell by the hot glue or anything like that, but these fans aren't entirely original. The original fans were hella loud, and as the server sits right next to my desk where I play games and talk to the microphone, it needed to be a bit more quiet. So these are just smaller 40mm fans, and look, it runs a bit warmer than stock configuration, but even at its worst, my workload isn't really that demanding. Maybe it gets up to 30% CPU usage, and it averages around 40C, so I'm not really too concerned. As for the hardware being cooled, it's running my old Spark X3250 Xeon CPU, which has 4 cores and 8 threads. I used to run this as my daily driver for a couple of years, but now it's running in here. I've configured everything to run as low power as possible. I've stripped out all the RAM sticks just to 2 sticks of 4GB DDR3, and I've actually underclocked everything and then verified it over a 24-hour load. Even with this performance loss, I can still stream to around 3 peers at the same time, which rarely happens at my house, but if it ever did come to that, I could do it. Finally, I would like to announce I am in fact offering a new service where I take a 2-slot graphics card and then sort of re-engineer it into a single slot space. So go ahead and message me on MySpace for a free quote or whatever, so yeah. Anyways, all that just sort of lives in my computer cabinet, so that's basically my server. I hope you guys enjoyed the server's showcase. I want to make more of these, just introducing you to computers that are important to me in my life. And yeah, I look forward to the next one, guys. Bye.